Lena was one of the smartest students in school. She always got top grades and everyone thought she had the perfect life. But behind the scenes, she was struggling. Her mother wanted her to become a lawyer and pushed her harder every day. Lena wasn't living for herself anymore. She was living to meet someone else's expectations. Everything changed when her relationship with Ethan fell apart. Ethan looked like the perfect boyfriend from the outside, but in reality, he was completely different. One day, Lena caught him talking to another girl and finally decided to end their relationship. After the breakup, Lena felt completely alone. That's when two girls, Maya and Zoe, came into her life. While everyone else judged her, these two stood by her side. Maya was fearless and always defended her. Zoe was kind and constantly reminded Lena of her worth, but Ethan wasn't willing to let things go. Soon, Lena's private messages and personal photos started appearing around school. Students laughed at her, whispered behind her back, and treated her like a joke. Even though everyone suspected Ethan was responsible, he acted innocent and denied everything. The constant bullying started affecting Lena. Her grades dropped, she stopped focusing in class, and teachers began noticing the change. Instead of understanding what she was going through, her mother blamed Maya and Zoe for everything. One day, her mother took away her phone and banned her from seeing either of her friends. She believed they were the reason Lena's life was falling apart. What she didn't realize was that Maya and Zoe were the only people keeping Lena together. As time passed, Lena began discovering who she really was. She realized she didn't want to become a lawyer at all. Her true passion was art and fashion design. It was Zoe who encouraged her to explore that side of herself again. Unfortunately, her mother saw those dreams as distractions. To her, grades and success were the only things that mattered. Meanwhile, Ethan and his friends continued making Lena's life miserable. Every day at school became harder. Students mocked her, spread rumors about her, and treated her like she was the problem. One day, Maya finally snapped. After hearing another group of students making fun of Lena, she confronted them directly. The argument quickly escalated, forcing school administrators to step in. Now the situation had become much more serious, and Lena's life was about to change forever. After the fight in the hallway, Lena and Maya were called to the principal's office. The school had started investigating who was spreading Lena's private messages around campus. Instead of supporting her daughter, Lena's mother became even more angry. She believed Lena was ruining her future and wasting her potential. No matter how hard Lena tried to explain herself, her mother refused to listen. That night, Lena sat alone in her room and started writing everything down in a journal. She wrote about the pressure she felt every day, about Ethan's betrayal, and about how nobody seemed to understand what she was going through. For the first time, she admitted the truth. She wasn't happy. For years, she had been pretending to be someone she wasn't just to make her mother proud. The next day at school, the bullying continued. Students whispered whenever Lena walked by. Some laughed openly while others secretly shared the leaked messages online. But Maya and Zoe never left her side. Whenever someone tried to embarrass Lena, Maya stepped in. Whenever Lena felt like giving up, Zoe reminded her that she was talented and stronger than she believed. Slowly, Lena started focusing on what truly made her happy. She spent more time drawing fashion designs and building a portfolio for an upcoming art competition. For the first time in years, she felt excited about something. Meanwhile, Ethan thought he had gotten away with everything. He continued acting like the victim while everyone blamed Lena for the drama. But what he didn't know was that the truth was finally catching up to him. One evening, Lena's mother found a box hidden under her bed. Inside were sketches, journal entries, and letters Lena had written but never shared. As she read through them, she discovered everything. She learned how much pressure Lena had been carrying. She learned about Ethan's cheating. She learned how Maya and Zoe had protected her when nobody else would. And most importantly, she realized how badly she had failed to listen to her own daughter. For the first time, she saw the pain Lena had been hiding behind her perfect grades and fake smiles. Filled with guilt, she went looking for Maya and Zoe. When she found them, she apologized for judging them and thanked them for being there for Lena when she wasn't. At the same time, the school investigation finally uncovered the truth. Evidence proved that Ethan had been responsible for spreading Lena's private messages and humiliating her after the breakup. The administration immediately took action. Instead of Maya being punished for defending her friend, Ethan became the one facing serious disciplinary consequences. Everything he had tried to do to Lena was finally exposed, and for the first time in months, Lena felt free. But the biggest surprise was still waiting for her. The school investigation finally came to an end, and the truth shocked everyone. The evidence clearly showed that Ethan was responsible for leaking Lena's private messages and spreading them around school. For weeks, he had pretended to be innocent while secretly ruining her reputation behind her back. Now, there was nowhere left for him to hide. The principal informed Ethan and his parents that serious disciplinary action would be taken against him. The same students who once supported him suddenly turned their backs on him after learning the truth. Meanwhile, Maya received good news. Instead of being punished for the hallway incident, the school recognized that she had only been trying to protect her friend. All disciplinary concerns against her were dropped immediately. For the first time in months, Lena felt like a huge weight had been lifted off her shoulders. But something even more important happened. Her mother finally sat down and listened. After reading Lena's journal and seeing everything she had been going through, she realized how much pressure she had placed on her daughter. She apologized for always focusing on grades instead of Lena's happiness. It wasn't an easy conversation, but it was the first honest one they had shared in years. Soon after, Zoe surprised Lena with professionally printed copies of her fashion designs. The artwork looked incredible. For years, Lena had hidden her talent because she was afraid people wouldn't take it seriously. Now, she finally had the confidence to share it with the world. With encouragement from Maya, Zoe, and even her mother, Lena submitted her portfolio to the fashion competition she had been avoiding. A few weeks later, the results arrived. Lena had been selected. Her designs impressed the judges, and for the first time, she was being recognized for something she genuinely loved. Standing there with her portfolio in her hands, Lena realized something important. Success wasn't about becoming the person everyone else wanted her to be. It was about becoming the person she truly was. Maya and Zoe celebrated with her, proud of how far she had come. And even her mother finally understood that happiness mattered more than perfection. As for Ethan, he lost the respect he had worked so hard to build. But Lena gained something far more valuable. She gained confidence, real friends, and the courage to follow her own dreams. And from that moment forward, she stopped living for other people's expectations and finally started living for herself. That's where the story comes to an end.